This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my TEU affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use TEU code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use TEU code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. Hello everyone and welcome back to our next deck in this top 10 standard deck countdown, and in number 8 we have Decidueye Inteleon. Now this deck has, this deck comes and goes in terms of popularity, in terms of viability, depending on the metagame, depending on the counters available, but overall this deck is pretty powerful because the Deep Forest Camo ability prevents all damage done to his Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon V and Pokemon GX. Obviously those are the main driving force of the standard metagame, and moving onwards to Sword and Shield onwards, it'll be only V Pokemon, so the Decidueye should still remain quite relevant. Viable non-V, non-GX decks, as you've seen in the list, are very few, and that makes the Decidueye very powerful. With the right combination of pairings, you can take the Decidueye very deep in a tournament. Combining with the Decidueye, we have Inteleon's quick shooting ability that helps get the numbers right for the Decidueye's attack. Inteleon can also attack and is a water type, covering the weakness of the Decidueye. However, it's right now not the best time to be playing Welder in the standard format, or any fire deck at that. And then we have the Drizzle with the Shade Dealing's ability for consistency purposes, helping in setting up multiple Decidueye, which is usually what you need to close out a game. We have a variety of supporters to choose from between Research, Marnie, Rosa, Malulana, Erika's Hospitality, Cynthia Caitlyn, and even 2 Boss's Orders to be more aggressive. We have the 4 Level Ball plus 4 Capture Energy plus Quick Ball consistency. We have Pokemon Search or Evolution Search with the Incense and Pokecoms. And so let's see if we can hit the right matchups in the ladder to get some easy wins. Usually most matches will depend on, can you KO their 1 or 2 counters and you're good to go. And that is why this deck, usually you don't, when you're building a VMAX deck such as Eternatus, right? Usually don't bother in including too many counters to this, because unless you really go out of your way to counter the Decidueye, it's just really hard. And if you're not a specific single price attacking deck, it's really hard, so you're better off just accepting that as a loss. We are going second. We don't have any other way to search for a Rowlet, which is not ideal. And we are up against Eternatus. That is playing a Goslord with a Red Banquet attack, which is pretty dangerous. So we do have to be careful with that. So that's the one Pokemon we have to deal with, right? That's the one Pokemon we have to deal with at the moment. The main Pokemon that we have to be worried about is this Goslord, which is less of a threat because it does 2-hit KO the Decidueye, but if they manage to power it up, then that could be problematic. So now here, I can Capture Energy the Rowlet to get another Rowlet, but ideally I'd be getting a switching card. Ideally my opponent whiffs the Eternatus, that's best case scenario. That is definitely best case scenario. Let's see what this Marnie can give us. A Dead Hand. Nice. Nice. We now have a Dead Hand. I'm gonna pass here. We might have to Capture Energy into Snorlax afterwards. We're gonna see the Pokemon, so my opponent not going to miss a beat here. They will be ahead 2 prizes at least before we even get a Decidueye established. So that's really bad. Is that a Marnie? Nope, just a switch. Unless my opponent somehow whiffs the energy, but next turn we're like if I'm intending on using Snorlax, I'm still gonna be in trouble because of the no retreating once again. Or because of not being able to power up the Rowlet, rather. And yeah, my opponent ready to utilize Gosler very soon. Does decide to Marnie, interestingly enough. On my 3-card hand. That doesn't really help me overall. I guess I don't need to go for the Snorlax now, but if my opponent just has a boss and she's done the Rowlet that gets the energy, then I'm still in trouble. I wish I had access to a Drizzle, then I could go Rosa and protect my energy. But that's not it. Yeah, this is really bad. This is really, really bad. Get back to Marnie. I get off all the possible scenarios. This is... Oh, okay, I got the rare candy. Alright, alright. That helps us out a little bit. So, let's go ahead and do this. Don't want to overbench either. Alright. My opponent knows I have the Marnie. I do have an energy. I'd like to set up another Rowlet here. And can I keep this Drizzle as a Drizzle, I feel, for now? Yeah. That way I have a choice next turn to see what I want to do. What I do need though is to target down the Gosslord ASAP. And when it goes for a boss onto a Rowlet, makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Okay, so now it's mission KO Gosslord before it KOs me. That is the goal. So attacking this turn is pretty important. If I go for the Rosa, actually, I can also quick shooting this turn, and I think that's gonna be the key here. So I'm gonna grab quick shooting Inteleon. I'm gonna grab the grass, and I'm gonna grab the big parasol, I guess. No, I'm gonna grab the boss. So that if you don't KO me with Gosslord this turn, you know I have the boss's orders, you're gonna be in trouble. Because I will be taking down the Gosslord, the one Pokemon that can potentially threaten me. The other Pokemon is definitely Crobat, I guess. The poison could get to me at some point, but it's not guaranteed at all. Back-to-back bosses from my opponents, I would be very happy with that. Yep, because I have my own boss's order to target down the Gosslord. Alright. Do they have back-to-back bosses orders? That is a question right here. Now I regret this. Now I definitely regret this. Whoops. Oops. Nah, it's fine. Should be fine. Yeah, the Croats poisoning me are the biggest issue, right? The one issue I have right now. Of the Marnie, I could get Incense, or the Inteleon, or Pokecom plus something. The Gosslord will attack me for 120 though. Yeah, maybe this wasn't my brightest idea. Because then double 6 I could drop, which you imagine they have, would do the trick, unless I heal with Marijuana. Croat for 2. definitely underwhelming. Let's see, Evil Doll. Oh, they do have Evil Dolls. Okay, I mean, that switch is weird because, well, I guess never mind. It's not weird. It's not weird. Like, why wouldn't you attack with Gossler this turn, right? Why wouldn't you attack with Gossler this turn? Wow, they have Gossler and double Evil Doll, so that's really weird. The derail could be annoying. I'm okay with this clutch though. I don't understand though. Like, I do 20 to the bench. Why wouldn't you do 120? You have more than enough energies, right? You absolutely have more than enough energies. Okay, this was a good top deck. Then I get to do this, increasing the chances of getting the Inteleon back, which I don't need this turn, but I could need eventually, and I do find it. Oh, I didn't get energy though. I did not get energy. Wow. Well, that's really bad. That is actually really, really bad, and that actually forces me to go for this Inteleon. Yeah, I can't whiff an attack right here. That would be too underwhelming. My opponent has 3 boss disorders, so they can't, I mean 2 boss disorders left, they can't KO all 3 of these guys. So that's pretty important. Eric has and research. My Rosa is prized. So I'm gonna keep the rare candy and hope I draw into the Decidueye somehow. Probably getting Marnie, but that's okay. Really needed this energy though. So KOU. And continue to damage you, I guess. So now, this turn, I can go level ball for the drizzle, get boss, send this guy back to the bench, hopefully hit another Evil Doll. Immediately retreat though, which once again, I am not understanding my opponent's plays. Not attacking with Gossler was a mistake, not attacking with Evil Doll this turn is a mistake. Or they play Phoebe. That works too. That absolutely works too. Okay. This is fine. I think as long as we draw a Decidueye. Oh wait, I have Decidueye. As long as we draw energy, this is fine. As long as we draw energy, this is fine. So I'm thinning first. No, the incense is not here. Oh my gosh. Never mind, it's the first card. I thought it was farther down. Okay. Clearly I'm getting flustered by the Phoebe action. Okay. So now we get to use Eternatus for a lot of cards. And we managed to find energies. That is fantastic. 2 bosses does mean this could get KO'd or this could be, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. And we'll go ahead and attach the capture and fail it. We'll go ahead and use Big Parasol so that I am no longer poisoned by Crobat. And interesting that my opponent used the damage dude instead of the healthy one, but I will happily take it. We know my opponent has another Evil Doll, but that should be the only way, unless they play Phoebe. If they play Phoebe, or a second copy of Phoebe, respect. Honestly, respect. I can't risk benching anything else though now. I definitely cannot risk benching anything else at this point. Because they could be playing a 4th boss, right? So I'm going to attach the basic energy for that other Evil Doll. Now I'm sort of regretting not... yeah. Okay. 1 damage counter. Do they play a second Goslord? There's no way, right? There's no way they play a second Goslord. They could play Pulpad. That's what I'm worried about. Pulpad. I am worried about the Pulpad. Pokecom. Eternatus. There's the Evil Doll. Yeah, so 2 clutches plus another 6 I can drop does the trick for my opponents. And you have to imagine they have that, right? You have to imagine they have access to that. So do they have the 4th boss? I'm gonna bet that they don't have the 4th boss. That way I can go Mallow Lana next turn. That way I can go Mallow Lana next turn. Or boss, right? If I get boss, I win the game. Wait, no, I win the game. Oh, I shouldn't have benched this. Oh my gosh. I win the game because these 2 go down no matter where they are. Okay, they research. No boss, that's good. There we go. 10 off from beating me. That's for not using the brand new Eternatus. 10 off from winning. Close game though, close game. Interesting game for sure. My opponent had all the right cards. I was not expecting the Phoebe at all, that's for sure. I reckon, like, if you're playing 3 bosses, 1 Phoebe, usually those decks play the Pulpad. GG to my opponent, if you're watching, because you did say well played. Usually they don't play, or they play the Phoebe. I don't know if my opponent did or not, but that was super close. I feel like my opponent definitely had situations where they could have played or made their attacks more efficient, if you will. I think that would have been like attacking with the clean Eternatus. Would I like to go first? Yes. Attacking with the non-damaged Eternatus out have been step number 1. Wow, this hand's just brutal. Too many utility cards. This card is very questionable. I feel like this could easily go away. Very, very questionable. Okay, double Sobble for me. With this hand, I think I just have to go for Snorlax, honestly. I really think I just have to establish the Snorlax. I have no other way to draw cards here. No other way. Fire into this, and we'll Gormandize. Okay. So no Rowlet played on turn 1, no attachment turn 1, which is the dream, but unfortunately it won't be happening here. Alright. Level ball. So we're up against Ice Rider. The Mew will definitely be useful. The Inteleons are going to be our biggest enemy for sure. Just like the Mew. Just like the Mew. I think my opponent recognizes that they're up against the Decidueye, seeing the Snorlax and the Jewel Jammer and this. Seeing just a Sobble is not a tell, but seeing the Snorlax is definitely a tell. So assuming they don't play Phoebe, their goal is to establish as many Inteleons as possible, and that's probably enough to win them the matchup, honestly. That's probably enough to win them the matchup. Alright, we see an attachment. See, Scoop Up Net. Interesting choice. Right there. To be aggressive with the Pierce immediately. Big Parcel. Not needed in this matchup. I don't want to research all of this away. So we'll go ahead and Marnie away the Sobble that my opponent played. No energy, still. At least we get a Rowlet, I guess. No energy still. I did prize a capture. I mean, I understand not drawing energy last turn, but not drawing energy in my starting hand, plus the Gormanites, plus the Marnie, that's when it starts getting out of odds. Yeah, under odds. That's when you start getting under odds. Okay, knocking out the Mew, very important. Very, very important. So I can establish the Decidueye. Hopefully I don't get bossed on my Rowlets. Though that level ball could just find the boss very easily. Would not be surprised if that is what happens. Would not be surprised at all. Level ball, same thing. Like that could just be to establish the other drizzle and then find the boss. Best case scenario, we see my opponent grab a Bucket or a Marnie. I mean, I'm not happy about the Marnie, but I'd rather get Marnie than get KO'd. Bucket, great. So does my opponent already have the boss in hand? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. My Marnie just gives... my raw Marnie gave my opponent a level ball, boss, and the VMAX. Okay. Okay. So, I'll go ahead. Oh, are you serious, dude? I priced 2 drizzles. Awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna grab Bird Candy. Okay, that means I have to be even more aggressive with my quick shootings. Grab you. Grab you. And grab the grass. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and quick shooting onto the Mew to stop my opponent from protecting their bench. Go ahead and bring you up so I have access to a drizzle next turn. Okay, 3-card hand for my opponent. Can you please not have another raw boss? Pretty please. Pretty please. Can't KO them in next turn, but that's okay. I'm so delayed though. I am definitely so delayed at this point. Alright, so we're gonna see the Inteleon. We should be seeing an energy attachment onto the Inteleon at this point now. We really should. Yep, there it is. And just right of the hiking. Okay. Good. I have my Rare Candy, have my Decidueye ready to attack. Can't believe I priced 2 drizzles though. There's the Rare Candy. And because I have the Malolana already in my hand, I don't think I'm gonna play Marnie here. Because then I get to heal the damage that Inteleon does, and that's gonna be pretty big. Really big. Especially since my opponent is focus firing the quick shooting damage instead of spreading it, which is great. So we might be able to pull off a win here. Might. Off of the Malolan, I'll probably discard Energy and Marnie. Another Calyrex getting benched. Alright. Alright, so we did get damaged as expected. Okay, I'm gonna knock out the Mew first, see what I get, and then make a decision on who gets healed, or rather, what happens. Okay, so Malolana, discarding the Quick Ball. Honestly, Research. I have Marnie. So we'll promote you, we fully heal. We do that just to retreat. And then we'll go this and sure. The enemies are the Inteleons, not the Calyrexes. We don't care about the Calyrexes. Now my opponent can't go boss on all of these guys, so we should be fine. We should be fine. All right. Inteleon, that Inteleon does more damage. See a bucket and a boss. So I'm assuming my Rowlet is gone now. I did prize a Rowlet. So my 5 prizes contain 2 Drizzles and a Rowlet. 2 Drizzles and a Rowlet. Damage on the active makes sense. Still have my Ordinary Rod. Here's the boss. One Inteleon, okay. Spreads the energy. Yeah, that 20 damage is enough to knock out my Decidueye. Max Lance, they do have to get rid of both energies, that's okay. Yeah, not having that bonus 20 damage is actually a big deal. Okay, so I do need to give myself a shot at establishing the Decidueye, and top decking that rare candy is literally one of the worst cards I could have top decked. Yep. Literally one of the worst cards that I could have top decked was that rare candy. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah, that Inteleon is gonna wreck me. That Inteleon is actually gonna wreck me. Should have put the 20 damage here, in fact. Well, the thing is, I need to use Quick Shooting on this guy, get a Drizzle so I can search for rare candy. That's the only way. I mean, one rare candy is at the bottom of the deck because I put it myself there. Oof, I don't think I can win this one. I don't think I'm winning this one. Pass to the peak, obviously doesn't matter. Okay. They whiffed energy, which is obviously fantastic, fantastic news for us. I think I still do this because I want the drizzle. I want that rare candy. I have a solid chance, solid-ish chance to find the drizzle right here. Yes, let's go. All right. Great, 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 great. So there's a rare candy. Decidueye. Attach, and obviously boss, right? I have to boss this guy. This is a threat. Yeah. Wow, that energy wave is very huge. Very, very huge. 1, 2, 3. Did I need to boss? Maybe I should have boss attacked the Sobble and KO'd it, because then this guy would have had 40. Yeah, that was a mistake. Whoops. That was a mistake. Yet again, another mistake, Paolo. I should have KO'd I should have done the math. Should have KO'd Sobble, then this Inteleon would have had 60 on it, 100 HP left, and the next turn I did quick shooting and KO'd it, and that would have made my damage way more efficient than it currently is. Way more efficient. I mean, this guy's getting KO'd, that's what matters. I do have one more boss left. And I do have the Shady Dealings Inteleon available, so if I can search for the boss and just target down the Calyrex, I should be able to win the game before another Inteleon threatens me. Alright. Erica's Hospitality. Wow. Not the best hand, I will say. Not the best hand. Yeah, see, I have this. I have 3 outs, 4 outs, 5 outs. 5 outs to just outright winning the game next turn, which is nice. I feel like I should target that guy down. 5 cards to win. Cynthia Caitlyn helps. It doesn't let me win next turn, but it could help me win after. And I guess now Inteleon is actually a threat to win as well. And my opponents have 2 prizes. They can't ever take 2 prizes in 1 turn at this point. So I think it'll be okay. I think we have enough time to actually win this. It is the Shady Dealings second Inteleon. We are going to get Marnied. That is fantastic, because then that means we're very likely to hit the boss, right? 5 outs, we're drawing 4 plus our top deck, and there's a win. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. My opponent did get energy. Even if they did, they would have retreated, and we still would have been fine. So, solid win, solid showing for Inteleon. Important to recognize the threats, important to maximize your damage output as well. If I had gone boss on the Drizzle, on the Sobble, I wouldn't even have had, my opponent wouldn't even have had this potential opportunity to more damage with the Inteleon, so that's my bad. But important to recognize those situations, and the takeaway is be more careful with the maths. Yeah, this deck should stay viable as well for the new Sword and Shield Onwards format. Very hit or miss depending on your opponent's outs, but a good and I guess budget-friendly deck if you want to play in the Sword and Shield Onwards format.